Hi guys, it's Mega Man Dragonoid playing what's the game called again?
Ace Attorney
Investigation.
with
Okay.
Miles Edgeworth.
Also, it's outside very snowy.
You don't say.
Yeah. It's almost like a winter wonderland. Only I'm seeing a little bit of patches green, patches of orange, patches of teal, gray, black, also brown.
Like poop.
But yeah, you guys don't see that. Otherwise, I have to turn around the camera. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. Take a look, guys. Oh, give me a moment. A winter wonderland. Yeah. Here we go. So yeah, what were we up to? I can't remember. My brains are still booting up from the week.
Well, we had to escape from a certain situation with the help of that that lady next to us who claims to be a thief. And now we're looking into a murder investigation where it seems someone in a mascot suit was murdered.
Well, we came across he wasn't in a mascot suit. But I guess you're right.
So whoever did the murder killed the person while they were still in the mascot suit, but then took them out of the mascot suit
I'm not sure. We will see.
for whatever reason.
New silhouette of the victim is in a costume. Silhouette can change depending. Oh wait, that's yours. My bad.
That's yours, Sierra.
The silhouettes can change depending on the information I input. But Little Thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may even find more info on which to make a more accurate sim.
Alright, sounds like a plan. The silhouette is the killer with the gun at the ready.
It's not possible to recreate the face of the killer, said Edgeworth.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know, this little thief.
He has a point.
I can just feel signs.
Rupert analysis. Thanks to you, I was able to proceed with my investigation once again. Thank you.
It was nothing. I'm just glad that science and I could be at service. Pretty amazing how we could see the footprints. So what's the secret behind that thing? Oh, you want to know? Here. You can read this manual. Aha, very interesting. So if I do this, I can avoid leaving footprints?
Can't be serious, but I'm trying to use the information to measure the thief. Wait. Oh, here comes Old Hack.
Yes. Some sort of new attraction?
Oh, great, nothing. We have a hit an empty end. Looks like they broke down the stage down.
I guess that means they are done for today.
Or maybe it's because the Sun different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Why do I feel this is the thing?
Because it's the only two things there.
True. If the woman testimony is the believable, murder occurred before the stage was broken down.
Want me to impart a bit of info in the little thief?
Yes, if you please.
Okay.
It gets sucked in. Oh, never mind. That doesn't add up. Here's a clearly.
Contradiction here.
A contradiction. Bum, bum, bum.
Please stop stealing my lines.
Oh, come on. It's not that hard to see that coming, even for a layman like me.
I suppose in any case it's not possible for the killer to stood here in that way. There was very real stage set up in spot at the time.
Jeez, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything?
Yes, we do. Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation.
Killer was on the top of the stage, naturally. White missile back? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on the top of the stage. See? Now let me update that info in the simulation. Yep. Investigation complete. Well,
Uh-oh.
well, what have we here? A bunch of hooligans running amok, I see.
Why why he again?
Because he's awesome. I like him. He reminds me of me in the male version.
Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us.
Wait! I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes!
Agent Lang, we discovered the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium.
I see. Thanks.
For what?
I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the time you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You two!
Sir!
Huh?
They put the place in the stage. And there you have it. You see, big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. How's this a recreation?
So what? You still intend to insist that Officer Meekins is the killer?
Of course, even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go.
This is a real sign of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And then the victim finally showed. He shot him from the heart too high. That's the truth, you little recreation show.
How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime?
He's the most likely suspect that we got, especially given the situation with his gun. Well, even if he is a killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see? Thank you for understanding, my little cow crow girl. Oh
You
my
always
God.
wanted to say cowgirl. Yeah!
Yeah, cowgirl.
I'm imaging her, Kay, as a cowgirl. Oh my god.
Crow girl. Raven crow girl.
No, as a cowgirl, like it plays what she's now into a cowgirl. Yeah!
Hey, come on.
I don't even know how to do the accent. Fuck.
Not some common crow. I'm the Yatagarusu, the Raven of Legends.
Unfortunately, your conclusion has yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Well, tell me, Bo. Hit me.
All right, let's have a look.
What?
So, you need to present Mr. Deacon's murder notes on statement 3.
Deacons. This one?
That's the one? Yep, that's the one.
Objection! I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang.
Huh?
I should have warned you that your recreation is incomplete. Got it quite unexpectedly after all.
What's that supposed to mean?
You said that the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I had to break it to you, but that's not possible.
Why not?
Recall Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located.
Actually, I didn't get that good of a look.
Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon's in his abdominal region and exited to his right shoulder. His stomach from below on the right to his shoulder. But it must come from below, so below the stage, or he was already knocked down. This is more consistent with an angle from beneath the victim.
Was
Yes, our recreation had the victim being shot at an angle from above.
clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions.
No, this one point is the only flaw. There was a mistaken parameter in the recreation. Bro?
Alright, this is marrying this recreation. The killer's and victim's location.
Yes, the location of the killer and the victim were wrong.
I get it. I see what you're trying to say.
I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to Eventually Tough. It was the victim who was on top of the stage. He was being shot by the killer. Beep 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 beep. Still incorrect. This is what happened. It also explains the position of the gunshot wounds.
Prince.
If the footprints don't lie, we can assume that the killer was also wore a costume.
Okay, using that data instead.
Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I will say the killing between the two kidnappers. That should be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang?
Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime.
Oh, here we go. Round 2, fight!
1, 2, 3, fight! I ask that you take another good look at the tire marks over there. There are 3 marks on indicative of the blue Batmobile. That stories Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. And also the cake was a lie. He drove the blue Batmobile movie and committed a murder.
Also, the cake was a lie. Borderline
Yeah, the cake
friends.
was a lie.
Oh, I forgot to fix my webcam. Give me a moment. I had it on a late night show. Easy fix.
Dad used the car to move the body with the garage in the Wild Wild West area.
Yeah!
Jinx.
That was a serious jinx. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, that was a perfect jinx from Jeremy. You believe he moved the body with the car?
That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who pointed us the way he did it. The lone wolf and the Wild West.
The retired remarks are very telling. However, is it the blue Batmobile that's only capable of creating such a pattern? It was Mrs. Oldhack!
She's pink.
According to this, you have to present the blue badger on the second statement.
Got it. A blue badger. The blue badger mobile or the victim's costume? Bro?
I believe the blue. Hang on. The blue Badgermobile's tires. Yeah, you present those.
Okay. Sorry, Angel Lang, but that's an impossible tale.
And why's that?
The tire mark should not have been by the Officer Meekins' blue Badgermobile. One look at the car wouldn't have told you so. What proves that the blue Badgermobile had never been to the stadium? The tires. Am I correct?
The tires don't have any mud on them.
Yep. Take a good look at the tires. There is not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Kira?
I said my line.
Okay, we didn't hear it for some reason. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stand out as Very particular indeed.
Then you explain the tire tracks, genius!
Hey, I got it! What about Miss Oldback's pink Batmobile?
Don't be ridiculous!
Oy, oy, oy.
The witch of the wicked
Stadium?
Yeah.
Theme
Wicked
park?
Stadium of the West came back.
Wait, just the east.
I'll stay the entire time the second they are asleep.
Oh yeah, the wicked witch of the Stadium of the East came back. Indeed, I believe we can rule her out as someone related to the crime. However, there's yet one more roving story as I recall.
Badger!
Badger.
That's right, there was one more parking space inside the garage. And it proves the existence of a proto Badger mobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this proto Badger mobile pronto post haste. There must be still some sort of incriminating evidence in it.
Huh? Hey, did you hear something? Huh? Help!
What the hell?
Who's this?
The son. Help me! It's the son of that old man. Help
You-
me!
Oh, the kidnapped son.
Yeah. What is he doing here?
Help
He must
me!
have worked out how to get away. Oh, and he fainted.
Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers. Yeah, it is Lance.
He was in the room next to the one I was held in?
Went away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers.
What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say.
The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes.
Did you see the faces of your kidnappers?
No, I didn't see their faces, but one was woman.
A woman?
Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey! What are you guys doing? Stop standing here and get the cops on this already! Even though that you got what you kid just now consider it as a kid.
We're now still doing the same animation?
I know, right? I know!
Like sync, like... What the fuck?
I think Lance, the son's owner, can be doing mass work. Don't you think?
If he wants.
You want me to do the voice of Lance?
Yeah, the boy that collapsed.
Okay.
Now, are you going to get out of my crime scene? Or am I going to have you get rough?
Jen.
You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Oh crap.
Oh, no, not you. You are very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easy.
Wait. Something popped inside my head. Like seriously.
Yeah.
They said one was a lady or a woman, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What if Lang and that lady are the one?
Why?
Don't know why. It just suddenly clicked. I somehow get the suspicion that those two are the one. They are the kidnappers. I have somehow that suspicious feeling.
To test because I won't, not for you. That's why I won't. You hear me, you young whippersnapper?
Hey,
Yeah.
calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a testament from each of you. I'm not going to move either of you up. I give you my word. Come on there, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate?
Indeed,
Wow, it's only a turn of the event.
Like you little rascal. You don't want to wait until the moment's heart.
Like these days. The passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever.
Trying to outdo my ex with your fancy SRE saying. Let's get this over with. We're clear. I'm more interested in giving you my statement.
Sure. Just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leave us be.
Miss
And probably back at the entrance again. Goes up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yep. Just keeps
Lang
getting
is
more and more
the-
confusing.
It's the kidnapper. I don't think so.
Well, we will know. I'm not sure. Bro?
March 13, 2:54 p.m. Wild West area.
like we got the boot again.
The land save the focus of the investigation will shift solely under the murder.
You mean in fighting between the kidnappers?
Yes, and also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Oh,
Smart boy.
I think
Somebody
that's for
said.
Justin, because we gave him the man, I think.
Oh yeah, the old man. My son
Except-
is ill right.
Isn't the old man the one that died?
No, the old man that gave us the money, remember? Like,
Oh,
missed
right.
the monies.
Yes, my boy.
The money.
Told ya, it was him.
Tell me it's true. Tell me that you really found my boy.
Why are you pissed?
I think he's happy, but yeah, I don't know.
Yes, Miss Armala, we found him early in the stadium.
And my little lads and heart.
He's not exactly the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang. Wow, they cleaned up this place good. Okay,
I
we're
like the
gonna.
music.
Me too.
No tomato.
Moles, my boy, I can't thank you enough.
Boy, my boy, my boy, my boy.
My board.
My boy.
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 It was nothing.
I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him.
A letter?
Ah, the way Lance is being chased off by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself.
Isn't this a branch of confidentiality? Very simple love letter.
Hey, let me see. That's really weird. It's from a loan company. Tenderlander looks well, like a collection bill to me.
I want to take a good look at that letter.
It looks a bit messy, doesn't it?
My dear Lance Amano, may I come to see you again? Your beloved Viola.
Who's this Viola?
I don't remember meeting anyone named Viola.
Wow!
Security lady. Security lady.
Yeah, but also look at her age!
Question mark, question mark. At least she has not free.
Indeed. Wait.
I know her age. She's a young one. Gina. Hey, check she Long agent, the agent Lang.
Okay.
Same age like mine now. He's also born in 1992.
Okay.
He loves me not. He loves me not. Oh, what's the second, third, 12th one? No, you can't give up on love.
No, that's Pops, that's Pops.
What not? Why?
Pops was...
Lauren Pops is her name.
Oh, serious? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. I was thinking it was Amalo, sorry. Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a little bit sorry for all the you have gone through.
Oh, me that.
I believe you said that you were Lon's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
But not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring. I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Oh, it's wonderful.
Mean to tell that he gave you a lollipop ring?
Right, okay. I was wondering why she was licking it.
Ah!
Which is, have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided Shouldn't be the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano. And so Lance and I grew up together. I said it out loud.
I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. Yeah, so your father was an employee of the Amala group. What did he do?
Your job was to fly around the world. On Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me there for a second. Now, it's all changed. My father isn't around anymore.
Hey, I want to know something.
Wait, Oliver, Deacon, the necklace. The necklace?
But her last name is Forbes.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Unless she is married, but yeah. That wouldn't make sense.
Took the mother's name.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But then, if that was the case, she wouldn't be so upset about the dad being dead.
Yeah.
Looks like we got another mystery on our hands.
See? Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode on Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Okay. Riding a Pegasus whereabouts sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
Oh no, I don't think I recognize him if we were ever meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give it in the sentence. I have to leave. Yes, Lauren left.
If I show this to her, she probably will go on about one of her fantasies.
If you're not going to show it to her, why give it to me for safekeeping?
Why should I do anything of the sort? Okay, that didn't work. I was wondering. About the incident.
Isn't the kidnapping already dealt with? I've been here the whole time. I'm afraid I don't know much about any other innocent.
How do you know that Lance had been kidnapped?
Because of my woman's intuition.
Base everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my land. It's really strange. It's really being destiny. Oh. Ah, she started fascinating again. So what are you going to do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. My duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold clue or two. Why do I feel it's the bottom?
The kidnapper's hideout? Yeah, you're right.
How do I know these things? About obvious location of the kidnapper's hideout.
We're still allowed to in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there is no harm in asking the officer over there to let us in.
There's
What do you have to report? Rip?
Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir.
I have heard. Possible for you to let us around inside?
Sir, Roger, sir.
What supplies has Lee free? Did Angel Lang order you not to allow me in?
Sir, that's true, sir, but Detective Gonshu asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him.
Detective Gumshoe has to following. Come, Dick, come, Gumshoe. Good boy. Sit, sit.
Bro.
Furthermore, I was asked to give this document to you, sir.
What is this?
What's this? A document everywhere.
And in this picture, is Mr. Oliver Deacon.
But the name here says Colin Dvorak.
Same name as the one on the back of the pendant. Appears that Colin Dvorak was his real name. What's this? Was pendant in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
Here.
Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon.
Hey. Now I'm not sure what's going on here anymore.
Is there any some sort of link between his past and the curtain? Well, I believe that the documents are rather deep. Take the time, them a thorough read. It's fine. Let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first. Think later.
More than thinking things through. I think you should try to remember things first. Now then, if you could please, officer.
It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door's been wide open, sir.
Not sure to follow what you're saying. Care to explain in a
Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. So they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir.
I see. Guess that means that Agent Lang's left over. Let's see what we...
March 13, 2:55 p.m. Kidnappers hideout.
Where the planet wild dead.
You tied up from, well, the room next door.
Hey, please bring that up again. Now then, down to business. There might still be some left in this. Find out what we can. The other kidnappers' identity. Already see something there.
Examine the door. Examine the door that you came through.
I'm gonna check this now, Ali.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Whereabouts unknown after his escape from Penny E. Dent prison, stole a gun from a guard during his escape. We thought he might head from where his wife and full daughter. Despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. 8. Sole daughter. Linked? This door is totally broke up thanks to the police who forced it open. I won't rest until I inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. It.
Looks like a sword. A broken sword.
Strange, why should it be broken like that? Sorry, bro?
Sorry, I'm just thinking of that song from a Minecraft video. I can swing my sword, my diamond sword.
Yeah, but this is a steel sword.
I know.
But it doesn't count. Swords usually break on their own.
No.
Holy shit, it's a snowstorm outside!
Wow. Also, remember way back at the beginning of this particular episode, he was hit by a sword, wasn't he?
Right.
Oh, yeah, I can't quite remember.
Alright then, let's think about it this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for on something.
Yeah, by blocking the door.
Although they aren't going to get us anywhere, perhaps we should think more this later.
No, Paddle Party is looking pretty beat up.
Suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The log is on completely fine. Look, it's not a single dent.
How is that possible after what happened? What the officer told us?
Yeah. If the lock had been used when the door was burst down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock of the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How could that be?
I think the sword is being used at the handle of the doorknob by not letting people in or something. I don't know. Perhaps.
I have
possible?
no clue.
Examine the blue bin?
Oh, feels like the outside.
Yes, and?
Well, I know I already asked you when we are about there, but if these are real, put your butter in them.
There's a assembling gleam in her eyes. What that I'm about to dash. Well, that hit the entrance to the underground is popped up and wide open. Careful where you step, Kay.
I already fell into that opening once, you know.
This must be where they dispose of old and worn out costumes.
Hey, it's a costume.
Give me a quick moment, I'm checking something. would seem that they throw customers away in pieces. Beyond this door.
Where the kidnap pills held you after getting on jump one day.
Must you keep reminding me?
But that's the one where I got to see your awesome face.
Didn't need to remind me of them horrifying moment either.
You asked?
The broken mirror, it's probably came from the haunted house. Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it?
Hey, there's a door in this room too.
Black itches. It's not a trapdoor, it's an entrance to the underground passage. Okay.
Oh, that?
Door leading to the outside world was locked. So Lance have escaped his prison through here. I won't rest until I have inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Much better luck. There's still a key there. I wondered what this key is too. Reminds me of the key we found in the other room.
Those trapdoors!
It wasn't a trapdoor, you only called it because we accidentally jumped into it.
Hey, but this is what you're supposed to do when you see one.
Not having this conversation with you. Keep styrofoam cups.
Hey, freak.
Vera?
Looks like the only 3 cups were used.
Yo, much better to hear that one. Most of Gate Water land is stuck on this wall. Creating fun prestige, Gate land has it all in waiting for you. Really catchy, isn't it? Falling chairs, and by the looks of it, they're probably used by the kidnappers.
It's around the table.
Unused folding chairs leaning against the wall in their folded state.
Where these lined up did it perfectly. They're not even a single chair off. I feel bad using these because I'll be like stealing the perfection away.
Expected more like you, but I don't want to be the one to them away. Okay, so for 5 things. Feel the 3 cups and the folded chairs are connected. Common denominator between the cups and the folding chairs, the number 3. Speaking of which, Number of missing costumes was also 3.
They were the only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed, somehow something isn't adding up. Literally. There's supposed to be a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see. Bro?
Okay, so you want to connect the door leading outside with broken prop sword.
A bit strange that the police had to force their way into the unlocked room. One that's this door locked, and anyone that can see that it was not used at all.
Police it took 10 minutes to get open.
Door that was locked tight despite a knock. Because it is.
You mean,
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here. Door handle. You see how the hand.
that's fine how the sword broke.
Thought that we might be uncovered the identity of the kidnappers. Instead, we only uncover more questions that need to be answered. What the fuck?
Hi there.
Hello there.
This isn't Five Nights at Freddy's, mate. Go back down the hole.
I literally like, what? I think Shira needs to say a line.
Yeah. What do you mean?
What is this?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I correct?
What are you doing? Suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that.
This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We badgers also make use of it in our duties.
Look, why don't you get out?
Hey, look, why don't you get out of there first? Then we will talk, okay?
Ah, I beg your pardon, miss.
Photo badger again. Oh wait, one more to go.
What are you getting Why are you getting all excited about?
You forgot photo rally, duh. See, look. Now all I have to do is get the picture of the bad badger, and I'm done.
Ah yes, I've really recalled a contest or something of that sort.
What? It's gone! But where did it go?
What happened? What's wrong?
A bad badger costume is missing, sir.
Yeah?
Is that all? Well, it's missing because the kidnappers stole it.
I heard about how they were stolen. But they said that only 3 of the costumes had been taken.
What? Saying there were more than 3 of them gone? So Proto Badger, please tell me a little more about these costumes. What do you mean by a badge costume is missing?
Why, just what I said, sir. We are one bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all times.
Okay, so
So because one of them is walking around the park.
the other should be in that room.
Actually, both of them should be in that room.
I mean,
Normally, we don't use the bad badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at a set time each day. It's the stage show where the bad badger wreaks havoc around the park. With a gun, apparently. And the other badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir.
I'm speaking that such a show exists.
Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time we use that costume.
make it on near impossible to get a picture of the Bad Badger.
Personally, I can't believe that it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir?
All this basically is that the kidnapper stole 4 costumes total.
That there are 4 kidnappers?
I don't think that's very likely.
Oh!
All those costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
Or proves that the 4th doesn't exist.
Aye, let's see now.
Am I right?
Ink Badger costume, yes.
If you had 4 people and you had wanted to steal a 4th costume, you shouldn't actually go for the full set and steal the Pink Badge costume instead. Yeah, the kidnappers decided to steal another Bad Badger. Cobras needed 2 Bad Badges costumes, but the question is why? Like Mortrin? Badger, how do you know my name?
You're pretty famous, sir. I would think that most people would know who you are.
Famous me?
Absolutely, sir. You're always very active in the community, I hear.
Oh, I didn't know you were such a celebrity, Mr. Atwood.
I feel like I met this person before, but maybe it's just met. Second Bad Badge got even make closer at hand than we think.
What do you mean?
Costume in the trash. You say that is very wearing the very telltale pants.
Take a look and let's get out and take their look.
I suspect it. It's a Bad Badger costume.
Well, minus the head.
One rest is like it's very suspicious look, nook and cranny. First of all, the hole. Like more like something ripped off of. I don't know why this basic custom is right hand or like that.
The blue badger.
I like this line. Maybe it's a flesh wound.
It's just a scratch.
It's a flesh wound. Remember, bro? Jumped on him.
Yeah. Yep, I know.
It's a flesh wound. He's all bones.
always knew the blue badger was a ferocious beast.
No, some doubt that even badgers are bloodthirsty at that K. Bro, wanna help out?
Okay, so you need to deduce the right hand and present the Blue Badger Bible.
Is the spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
The
Bible?
Bible, information, I guess? The Blue Badger information pamphlet? You remember
That's
the
it.
pamphlet that you were given about the Blue Badgers? How each one has something specific?
Right.
Not that one.
That's only one. Clear contradiction of facts.
Think about it. You going to fill it for me?
Okay, maybe it's not quite clear.
No, it's still a contradiction, right?
Or might not be.
You're acting really weird, Mr. Ashworth. Just tell me a contradiction or not.
Yeah, my apologies.
Let's say, okay, go through what you have. You see that one? Alright, that.
Oh, yeah, now I see. I kind of
That's
missed
the
that
one.
one. Lead, what we have here is an what?
An inconsistency.
Because this is D.
Between what?
Look carefully. Our costumes is not holding something in his right hand. It should be.
Oh, the gun!
Honestly, that badger has the sign to always hold a gun in his hand. However, here there, do you remove the gun from this badger's right hand?
No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume.
As I thought, the grip itself confirmed shows that the gun was forcibly removed. For a badger, the gun is of course not a functional weapon, of course. Correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks.
Taking a quick check on my order. My present from my mom. Yep.
We need to use them for the stage show.
Seems that our kidnappers also had need for a model gun. My dear costume friend. Investigation complete! I think we're about done with. We found a few answers, but there are still a few things left we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay. I have a feeling who's coming up. I have a
March
feeling.
13, 3:34 p.m. Wild Wild West area.
I think Agent Lang is coming back. Oh! Guess
Yes,
not.
sir. You've got to hurry, sir. Come on.
What is it, detective?
They found the blue badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir.
What?
What the kidnappers was wearing?
Bingo! That's why you've got to come to the main gate with me right now. If we hurry, we still might be able to get there before Wolf Boy does.
Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. Meep meep! Wow, a lot of continues. To be continued.
Despicable thing.
Nice one. Ready?
March 13, 3:45 p.m. Gatewater Land, main gate.
Aw, cute puppers. Where's the costume, Detective Gumshoe?
Just on the other side of the fountain, sir.
Was it out there on the open all along?
No, it was stuffed in the tall grass back there. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly.
Well, let's get down to it. Yeah, we know that line. Already found this suspicious. We have here.
For
Colin.
Mr. Deacon's
Devar.
pendant. Oh, it's another pendant. That's 2 treasures in one day. How lucky is that? And hey, the pretty baby's made of platinum silver too.
And then on top of found on possible they do.
Hold it
Oh.
right there.
Knew it.
Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You don't know how to cross the line, don't you?
Ugh.
Abandoned, huh? It's very deceiver. Place of evidence.
How can you tell?
Look, hear and read off what you see. Lauren. Hey! No, wait, Lauren. Hey, that's the name that's engraved on this. Yeah, it was father and daughter all along. Perhaps.
And probably they
They are-
work together.
Perhaps.
Probably a father, mother, daughter crime.
A whole family.
Crime. Family crime. Hi. Ah, what have you now, Miss Kidnapper? No, you don't understand. Lolly.
I can't believe you were one of my kidnappers.
Sarah?
I'm here.
Okay, we didn't hear your line for some reason.
Because
Lad! You're kidding, Miss Pops was one of the kidnappers? Yes! It was me! I held Lance hostage!
Was one of the kidnappers. Knowing that, I can't call this.
Hey guys! Case closed! Get the car ready! And I mean, a special one for this young lady! Hold it! Ah, damn, it's the prosecutor! What is it this time?
I am proposing that Mrs. Pops is also the culprit in the murder case. What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect.
Huh, we found it.
Found what?
That officer's gun, he literally dropped it in the middle of the thick path patch of the grass. You country police are a shame. Just look how careless they are.
Bro?
Who are you calling a sham?
The officer's gun didn't signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder weapon.
Officer Meekins had been cleared of all charges.
And that's when a brand new suspect comes walking into the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started fighting amongst themselves. As I recall, you said it, Mr. Prosecutor.
Miss Pot, did you really kill Mr. Deacon?
Yes, I killed him.
I can't believe it.
Ha 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 ha! Thanks for the confession.
Ninja Lang, it's too much early to declare this case closed.
Look at you, so sure of yourself. We got a culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more you could ask for?
Miss Lauren Pops,
Yeah?
want to hear it from you. Tell your side of all that happened today, from the kidnapping to the murder.
And kidnapper acted the killer. Isn't that enough?
Why does she want to cut her hair? It is fine that you're the one behind everything, but only that is the truth.
Huh?
Now then, tell us the truth. Or is there some reason why you can't?
I had a chance upon. I think I enjoy seeing you sulk away as the losing man. Why do you hear me? Let's hear all about the evil deeds you committed today.
Bum, 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 bum.
The only one who came up with the kidnapping plan was the butler, Mr. Deacon. We knew that we could get rich by holding Lance hostage. Mr. Amano would pay anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money, Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me.
There, Are you satisfied? She's just confessed to her crimes and a second time. At least you have the guts to admit what you have done. I can at least respect that much.
Miss Pops, is that what you said really the truth?
Yes, it is.
If it is the truth, it clearly isn't the whole truth. Because there's something that seems a bit too horrible in confession. Okay, bro, hit me!
Alright, you need to press on the 5th statement.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold it.
Why do you think he did?
Okay, I have no idea, but maybe he had planned on doing so from the very beginning. Miss Pops.
And this, you can plan to kill Pops from the very beginning? That's never really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
Yes.
I had a feeling to. Objection! I'm sorry, but I don't think what you just claimed is all that likely.
My dad.
I don't think Mr. Deacon should have ever been capable of killing you.
But what? They're tall strangers. It's not common for people to kill each other all over.
It wasn't me. Yes, Pops, are you really are clueless, aren't you? You never knew that your role in the kidnapping was, or do you know who you really are? I do. I can show you with this piece of evidence. That proved Mr. Deacon shouldn't have been able to kill. Am I right?
Alright, so yes. Hang on. You need to present her pendant, and then you have to present his. So hers first.
Yeah, I had that feeling.
Why are you showing this to me? So what's about the pendant?
Pair of wings along the piece of evidence shows that you really are. These two pairs resemble each other, wouldn't be?
Hey, you're right. They are the same color, and they even made of the same material.
I believe these two pendants are actually one. You're like, oh! Shall we give it a try?
It's really a Pegasus. But, hey, why does my pendant match up with Mr. Deacon's?
You really are a smart lady. Sure couldn't imagine why that.
What? Candy!
So the middle of the set, huh? Just another trinket. It's not much. This changed anything.
You lack imagination, Agent Lang. Very well. I will show you with this evidence. Bro? Timmy.
Hang on, so did you show, the Mr. Deacon's pendant?
Already. You're a little bit
You did that.
behind now.
You did that already, so you did her pendant and then you did his, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you do, the Colin Devora? Devora? I don't know how to say that. But yeah, you present that one.
Follower for Deacon was just an alias for the town. His real name was Colin Devon. Right. Name that is attached to this horse pendant.
What?
Lang. It's Wolf Boy.
What?
Wolf
And I-
boy.
Suppose he had to hide the fact that he was a fallen somehow in order to live. Makes sense given what is written in her dossier. What I really want to point out on what was this. The section that reveals the true meaning of those two pendants. Am I right?
Yeah, sole daughter.
Well, Mr. Devoli had one daughter. Name is Lauren Pops.
Was not my fault.
Couldn't come out and tell you he was your father because he was in hiding. However, I believe he was trying to really watch over you. You still believe that a man like that should kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man would allow his daughter to get involved in a plot?
So fast.
And what's so funny, Agent Lang?
You're good at making things up for your own head and decided the truth, aren't you?
What are you trying to say?
You're thinking too much, too innocent. After all, you thought of another person possibility.
That's so. Well, let's hear it. Oh, fight between him and me. I want to
I
finish this
grant
today.
you that the two of them are father and daughter. But isn't that possible they both knew that fact? I was so coincidence that the Runat pair become involved with the House of Amado. And the two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. What did you say? My scenario is perfectly possible as well?
This version of how things might have been.
You don't have any proof that either one don't know of their true relationship, right? You mean they knowingly committed to kidnapping as father and daughter? That's right! As one only rotten family.
That's really what happened. They got a long, hard looking. Hit me, bro!
Okay. You need to present the stolen costumes at the 4th statement.
Kidnapping wasn't planned by just 2 people alone.
Proof. Dead.
What?
And what kind of proof do you have of that? That's what she said.
Didn't hear that for some reason. Quite simply, there were 3 kidnappers.
3!
4 costumes were stolen from the Wild West area back room. Found one of them in the kidnapper's hideout. As for the other 3, we assumed they were being worn by 3 different people. We also found a set of 3 cups and 3 folded chairs that were used in hideout, clearly pointing to a 3-man group. See, the 3rd person is the real mastermind behind the kidnapping.
Who? Who is the mastermind?
And why is he sweating?
Because he saw me.
Bro?
Alright, wait, what? It says you need to present Lance's profile.
Serious?
He was the guy who got kidnapped. That's what this page says.
Huh?
Guess so.
It's a mono?
Yes, abduction was, in fact, schemed up by Lance himself. Recall what he said when he appeared before us?
Did you see the facts of your kidnappers?
No, I didn't see their faces. But, 2. One was a woman.
However, there was 3 kidnappers, which is a direct contradiction to what he said.
But, I know I only saw 2 people.
He is being held hostage. It's possible he couldn't see all 3 of them.
Yes, but when you were being held, I have my doubts about what happened then. Lance, would you mind telling us what happened while you were held captive?
I really don't remember much anymore, honest. But if I don't tell you at least something, you won't blame me at all, will you?
Oh, great! Lining for justice finally! Testimony for him!
I was kidnapped yesterday morning. They had me shut in that room, blindfolded, the entire time. But the kidnappers suddenly disappeared around the time I heard rain falling outside. My hands were cuffed, but it was a stroke of luck that they had left me alone.
Why is he able to move his hands so freely at that? Normal cops are like very close. You cannot move them separately that far. And he's like doing them like this. Like I could put almost my head on it.
I made my escape and ran away from that room as fast as I could.
The underground passage. Wait, I presume.
Okay.
Sorry, I really didn't want to record a horrible ordeal, but now you believe me, right?
No, not quite yet.
Ah, how can you not? Why do you look at me with icy daggers in your eyes?
Because he's a prosecutor and because they all look like that.
I will have you know, Agent Lang, a prosecutor's eyes are for discerning the truth, and they are penetrated by the truth at times. Then so be it.
I said my line.
Sorry. Big point in Simone. See what he offers up when I'm. Oh.
Reboot all. Round 2, fight.
Alright, so you want to press on the 5th statement.
Okay, give me. I'm doing some clipping.
Nice and clean. Totally worth it. Oh. Hold that.
How did you manage to escape?
I wanted to just get out of there, but the door leading outside was locked. Which is why I had to use the underground passageway to make my escape.
Remember our escape had really as hard. Legal piece of testimony. Couldn't let stand. Okay.
Present the broken prop sword on the new argument he just said about going through the underground passageway.
Said that the door leading was locked. Was it really?
Ah!
It's just handcuffs broke off and you hear it like clanging on the ground?
No, he was trying to pull them away, but he obviously failed.
Thinking about that room behind the saloon front, right? Look, I hear that I took quite a few men to get that thing open, right, Shia?
Yes, that's correct.
And take a look at this.
What is that, sword? It's not an especially valuable one if it's broken like that.
Let me just start from the end. My conclusion is that the door was never locked. It was simply held shut by this
Hold
cord,
it,
which was used to jam the handle.
Huh?
Lance, even through your hands you were cuffed together, you could still use them. Was the case that why you didn't just simply remove the sword and escape?
Why didn't I? I was disoriented. Yes, that's it. I didn't notice it.
He's
Yeah,
trying
you
to
noticed it.
hesitate.
Oh,
He
oh.
is hesitating it. He is it. He's the mastermind. As I should accept for such a bold-faced lie. You locked yourself in that room because you had made yourself look like the victim. You did not. In fact, you possessed the key to the door. That's why you used a prop sword to improvise and create a prison of your very own.
But this got out of one of the kidnappers for some time now. I wonder if you've forgotten something very important along the way.
And what would be that be?
A motive, what else? Do you honestly think that a bright, pure boy like him would hatch up and completely point a scheme as such kidnapping himself? Objection.
This proved that Lance did indeed had a motive to commit this crime.
You're right.
It was already suspicious when it said this. Tender Lender Loan Company. To put it simply, Lance had a very urgent need for money. Probably your typical love letter is tagged our election bill. Here's our upstanding boy has accumulated quite a debt. That's right, Lance. I was ahead of you somehow.
Yeah, you were a bit.
The hard being the son of a rich man too. That must be rough when you have to resort to stealing from your own old man, huh?
All right, I give up. I abducted myself.
Yeah?
I said my word! Lance!
It's over, Lolly. In this life, we really are bound to our fates after all. All I wanted was to go with you to a new town, somewhere where no one would know us. I wanted us to be well off with that 1 million, but now that dream is over.
Aww. Oh, Lance.
And you are giving yourself up?
Yes, I had planned to run away from this world with my Lolly. Oliver even helped us with the plan, but then he had to go and stab us in the back.
Turn on you?
Maybe he didn't want to split the ransom money. That's my guess. It happened almost right after you made the drop-off. When we were alone, he attacked me all of a sudden. After a brief struggle, I was able to contain him and keep him under control. We left him inside that room as Lolly and I made our escape. We wore different costumes and split up. Lolly left first in the Blue Badger costume.
That should mean the person Officer Meekin saw was Pops.
But right then, the old man just had to wake up. I was careless and he tackled me pretty hard from behind. Then Oliver put on a Bad Badger costume, took the suitcase with $1 million and ran. I contacted Lolly right away and warned her that he had a gun. They had no idea that they were related, so I thought that it could only end badly.
David, that person's not my father! Because if he was, I just killed my own father!
Lolly, then it really was you?
Oh, here we go again. Chain of events.
What? That man was not my father. I mean, because at the stadium, there was a Bad Badger pulling the suitcase with the one million in it. Badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance. There was a gunshot. The other person crumpled to the ground, and I ran scared for my life.
I think the big picture is only coming into focus, don't you?
Lolly, forgive me. I didn't think it would turn into something so frightening. If only I could have protected you.
Miss Pops, she shot her own dad without even knowing who he really was.
If what she said is true,
Are you saying she's lying? But why would she lie about something like that? What purpose would it serve?
you'd be surprised how often people lie without even realizing it themselves, Kate.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, listen very carefully to her confession one more time. Okay, bro, hit me!
Right. You need to press on statement 3.
You were able to clearly see the gun.
I got a very good look at while I was pointed at me. Oh, Father, why would you try to shoot me? Do you really think a father would shoot his own daughter, Mr. Atwood?
I don't know.
I don't want to believe it myself. But it's still my father's left arm was raised with a gun in it. Pointed straight at me. I'm about to die, I thought.
Yes, Pops?
Huh?
Calm down and take a deep. And will you allow me to please hear last statement one more time?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so Colin Devra dossier. We need to present that on.
Yeah,
the
I
one
know
where-
why. Look at this. The dominated hand
And
is right.
Yeah.
It's obvious. Oop. I have a dossier on your father. According to this, your father was right-handed.
good.
The person pointing at the gun, view from the top of the page, was not Mr. Deacon.
Not so fast. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You think you needed to take a refresher course? The Bad Badger has the model gun attached to his right hand, which is why the only hand he could hold the real gun was his left. Isn't possible that it went down like that.
Agent Lang, were you paying attention what Miss Pop's saying? Again, I suppose I expected someone who can never put in court to catch.
Enough with the smugness. Out of it already.
Miss Pop told us earlier.
There was a Bad Badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it.
According to you, the Bad Badger has a gun in his left hand. Means that he has putting the suitcase with his right hand. Is that correct, Mrs. Pops?
Yeah, okay. Sure that the Badger had one huge sunglasses on his face.
But that the case even I can see as I use contradiction.
Yes, Miss Fox claimed that I've seen the bad badger. Yet the bad badger had his both of his hand full. Two pieces of evidence contradict each other. Bro?
Both are correct.
I had a feeling. They are both correct.
Oh. This leaves us with an insoluble contradiction.
According to his statement, rests the huge fact that she saw his and beard, but Badger wasn't wearing pants on his lower half. This proves that there was a way that Badger had freely used.
The bad badger's head.
Oh.
No.
Get your
Right.
hands straight, Mr. Prosecutor. That doesn't show me deadly squat. What's the other hat?
I knew it! It was just our marriage!
Wait, I can explain. The Pop said that Bad Badger had a
You
gun
had
in
the
his.
wrong hat. Where is your hat, Danny? On the back still?
Yeah,
Wakey,
kinda.
wakey.
My hat is still asleep.
You clicked on the wrong hat.
This one.
That one.
Costume had two parts to them, head and the body.
Oh, I know. I get it now.
So the head Miss Spouse saw was probably really the head of the Bad Badger. However, it's not possible for the entire body was that of an entire different badger.
Different badger.
Yes, or to put more bluntly, I believe it was the lower half of this badger. Am I correct?
Wait.
It's the proto badger.
What the is?
Yeah?
The proto badger.
Yes, and it's very simply matter of photos of elimination. I suppose we're wearing the blue badge costume, so we can imagine that one. Pink badge is all of the color, which is have the incredible. All that left is the proto badge's costume. Let's pause. Who was the one who wore the proto badge's costume?
Would be
Not so fast. Are you saying that I think you are? That Lance Albano donned the Bad Badger's hat and pretended to be Mr. Deacon? On top of which he plotted to shoot Miss Pops while wearing a hideous thing?
The stage was set up in stadium was nothing more than that, a setup. It was posed as a lead to Miss Pops to believe she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Pops, pretending to be the victim, all done to pull the trigger.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's starting to sweat.
Why exactly would I have had to do all that, huh?
There's only one reason, Lance Amalo. You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon.
What?
Are you now of all
no,
sorts?
that's possible. How did able to see? Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Just
That's
in half.
slander! Take it back! You take it back right now!
Just out of curiosity, Lance, which is your denominated hand?
I'm left-handed. Well, what does that have to do with anything?
It depends. According to Miss Potts, her attacker held the gun in his left hand.
Not so fast. Ha! Who is what-handed doesn't prove a thing. And besides, now you're just being absurd. Not like the proto badger that is bulletproof. One misfire, and he would have found himself dead, right?
Of course, logically, if he had been shot, probably wouldn't have been here with us. I believe he had thought of that as well, preparing accordingly. There should be all the evidence you need. This is how Lance made sure he didn't be hit by the bullet.
Yep.
We found one half of the badger's costume in the hideout, a broken one. It was not the same one that the victim was wearing. Plus, it was missing something. That something is the model gun that the bad badges carry, which can fire blanks.
Ooh, that's not my line.
No, it's Shiras. Shiras Wolf Boy. Nipsos. Where is the gun you use now?
I threw it away into the sea.
That makes it a bit tough to verify what it was. Although I believe that we can safely assume that it was the model gun in question.
So far, I heard enough. You all being sprouting so far as pure conjecture.
Maybe it was as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove I'm right. However, I can say that the possibility that I'm right is very high.
Okay, let's pretend that you're right. And what the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. Bless you.
Thank you.
In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor?
Moment. Wash my hands a bit.
Ew, germs in his hand. Now get rid of it.
Well, luckily I have like a hand gel next to me, so I always can wash my hand on the spot. Much better.
That doesn't point to kill count.
I don't know yet.
Ha! I knew you were full of it.
However, I do believe that the murder took place during early time frame.
Please, wait a second. It's simply not possible. Because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance.
I saw the victim in the state of being restrained. Uh-oh. More things happens. What Miss Pop saw.
I came back to the hideout long after the other two. By that time, Lance already seduced and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon's security on the beam in the room next door. After that, the two of us put our costume and made our escape.
Can it be that it was us?
So, Mr. Deacons, must be you escaped after the two of you left, right?
We thought that it would interact too much attention if we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage at the stadium. But then, as I was walking to the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone.
Oliver managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting until I was alone. He also stole the gun from me at that time.
And then the murder happened. Mr. Deacon must have overheard a plan to meet up at the stage. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pops saw the victim with her own eye. Which means that the victim was still alive at the time. Wouldn't you agree?
Why does this sound wrong to me? Must be something amiss about this accountant. Let's see what happens when I examine in more detail. Hear me, brother!
Okay. You need to press on statement 3.
You're sure that it was Mr. Deacons that you saw? Just want to finish this episode. Like legit, I want to finish it.
Said my line.
Oh, we didn't hear it.
Yes, I'm certain of what I saw.
You go into the other room to check.
That it was the best of him. I didn't get too close to him. Lance, he's such a kind soul.
Then why are you telling that you didn't confirm that it was Mr. Deacons for yourself?
I checked through the slit in the door that separates the other two rooms. He had a Bad Badger's hat on, so I am absolutely sure. That just had to be Mr. Deacon.
You saw a Bad Badger's hat? Bro?
You need to press the new statement and raise an objection.
So the tied up Mr. Deacon was still in his Bad Badger costume?
Yes. And?
Yeah, whatever.
And it would appear that she misread the whole situation. What now? Shall I raise an objection? The person you saw was not the victim.
What?
I will tell you why not with this. This Mr. Pop showed us that the victim, the person you saw, was not the victim. What?
Okay, so you need to present the Bad Badger's head.
Miss Pops, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacons at all.
It was Miles Edgeworth.
Pete.
Yes.
Huh?
Person you actually saw was this person, Miles Edgeworth. It was me.
That was you, Mr.
I always thought it was a bit odd. Why should the kidnappers abduct me even after I had handed over the ransom?
Hmm?
It was not tough that I saw the face of the kidnappers. If I were them, I should have just taken $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to this all. It was to make me look like Mr. Deacon. Was it the reason for which I was abducted? And then I believe we came to assume that the victim was already dead at the time. Well, Lance, am I right?
That's...
You show Miss Pops a person, namely me, with a bad badges hat on. Then made your costume escape together, or so you pretended.
I pretended.
Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape and then doubled back to the hideout. Probably to come and remove the bad hedges from my unconscious self. And to create this fake prison without that prop sword, then he escaped through the passageway.
Your turn,
Boy.
Don't get caught up with that shrill wave of words coming out of Mr. Prosecutor's mouth.
Tidal wave?
We heard a lot come out of you, and I'll yet to see shred of evidence. The victim's betrayal and his subsequent detainment. All of that could have been while you were out cold.
That's right. You were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor.
Even if that were the case, Miss Pop should have still seen me tied up to that beam.
Here, Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go into the next. So I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, it would have seemed that you can't prove a thing. Who said that?
Please wait.
Samalo.
Oh, Miles, my boy. It looks like you're really giving it your all. And Lance, it's not good to cause trouble for others. Dad? Let's see, you are the one in charge of the investigation, correct?
Right.
I'm sorry, my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you.
Oh, do now?
Is that what I think it is?
It's the Bad Badger costume the victim was wearing. And the gun!
I couldn't wait around for the police, so I went and found these myself. It appears that they were disposed of in the sea.
Sir, no one in this country who actually obeys the law.
There now. Engine Lang, please calm down.
What the heck is that scrap of paper? this appears to be a letter from the chief of the police. Please allow Mr. Amado complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
What?
The chief of police? What the? Just who does he think he is?
The person who wields the highest authority in this era.
Oh, there now. There's no need to be so upset.
I'm not a cop from this land. I am not bound by the laws of your country.
Now. This wasn't meant to strong-arm you into anything. It's just a request. I'm only asking that you please respect the laws of the land.
Really say no for that. However, returning to the topic at hand, it doesn't matter who found the evidence, its value remains uncharged. Alright now, let's take a look at this new evidence.
I've already got the results back. I had a special forensics research lab that I'm on good terms with conduct the test. They verified that the blood on this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren.
What?
You disappoint me, Miles. I can't believe that you would cause my son such stress and heartache. Thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence. With this, you have no reason left to push my poor boy around.
These are the case-making pieces of evidence. I'll be the judge of that. A round dress. Yeah, we know that. Okay, bro, tell me.
Alright. You have to examine the neck hole of the head. Yep.
What is this? It looks like some inside the costume's head. Hey, it sparkles. I bet it's just very valuable. They're just pieces of mirror. Why are they
That was
in?
my line with something.
Okay, you can take the next one then from me. Next one, bro. I might have an idea.
Gun be the actual murder weapon. Could this gun be the actual murder weapon? Hello, is it my line?
Yes, sir. I could start it quickly.
He does this all the time, Wade.
No, it was the first today. Ah.
No, you're doing this all the time.
Yeah, I can't help it if I have to pee.
Nobody have to know that you're going to pee.
This bullet hole.
It looks like it kind of burned around the edges.
Wait, those burn marks were the left gunpowder. This is the most important fact.
Why is that?
Because it's the proof of the victim was shot point of blank range.
Well, are these not the most definitive pieces of evidence you've ever seen? Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there.
Here we go again.
Make no mistake, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun. And they proved that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense.
Fingerprints on a weapon, huh?
Oh, this isn't helpful at all.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes.
Might be all you can do, however, still have a case to solve and a job to do. Job of revealing
Insidious.
insidious lie.
You wound me. Why won't you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence?
Tell me, bro.
Okay, so you press on the first statement and raise an objection.
Those fingerprints, are you sure they belong to Miss Pops?
There's no mistake about it. Through my connections, I had the best forensics techniques money can buy performed.
Find that be a bit particular.
What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me?
Should I do? Should I raise an objection? Maybe I don't believe that Miss Pops' print should be on that gun to begin with. Reason why Miss Pops' fingerprints should be on the gun.
The stolen costumes or the Bad Badger's head?
Simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume.
Huh? What? Huh? But there's no mistake. We found fingerprints.
Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time?
I did. We're back for a bit. Oh. I handed it off to Mr. Deacon when he and Lance left the haunted house.
Retrieves around some money, I suppose. And there you have it, though. That it was Miss Pop's prints found on their way onto the gun.
Grrr.
Do you now understand? Do you understand now, Mr. Marlowe? Fingerprints do have nothing to prove Miss Pops is the murderer.
But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right?
You seem very adamant about it, insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
What? No way. I'm incredibly worried about her. But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right?
That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence.
What? How?
Sorry that Miss Pops killed the victim at the stage is in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true because that was not the real crime scene but a setup. Proves the real murder not committed at the stadium at all.
Okay, so you present the victim's costume.
Let us take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then I believe you see why I'm insisting he was not shot at the stadium.
And then you look at the bullet hole.
In the stomach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point blank range.
You mean the murder Miss Oldback saw at stadium really was?
Yes, he saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. The victim was indeed shot from below the stage. There shouldn't be any gunpowder burn.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is then?
Don't send me up by the look like Mr. Deacon at the back of the hideout case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. The case where Lance and the victim were before I was imprisoned was
The haunted house.
So you're giving the answer now right now, bro? I got it. I know the real scene of the murder.
I worked it out. I didn't need to have the vein. It's at the haunted house. Makes sense.
Okay. The thing is not unreasonable to assume the murder took place in the haunted house.
How? The haunted house?
Yes, and I have proof that it is highly likely that the victim was killed there.
The broken glass. I reckon. The mirror fragments.
Yeah. They were inside the costume the victim was wearing. There were fragments of a mirror.
Mirror? And what does it have to do with anything?
Indeed, you don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
However, there's one place I can think of where there's a period of mirror fragments. That is the haunted house. Lance Amala, I propose that you kill Mr. Deacon with revolver in the haunted house. You stole the Blue Badge's mobile to move the body Wild West area. Timing out when the Blue Badger mobile was stolen confirms this as a fact.
Miles, my boy, say no more.
I'm sorry, Miss Amala, but I can't not do that.
So fast. Be quiet!
Yes, please do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense.
Aaron Somato, correct? I mean, you. Now be quiet, Gramps!
How dare you?
I don't need words. Only thing required evidence. Deceive evidence. And to call in my mirror a bit deceive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh my god. I almost fell down those words.
We noticed. What?
Chia! Wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house.
You see? Isn't it possible the fragments got into their costume there?
But Angel Lang, there's no fragments on the floor. Theirs probably is very low.
Not so fast. Possibility. Zeelang says, one truth bad, the word possibility does not exist.
Probability.
Yeah. The only
alright.
thing that doesn't definitely prove. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is, do you have any definitive proof you need?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no.
See? So since you don't have any, shut up.
I don't have the evidence yet, but clearly the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. The only people that had mentioned on the house besides myself were Lance and Mr. Deacon. If I can't prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilty connection to the murder.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Agent Lang, I have a special request.
Yeah?
I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
Why in the world are you asking a werewolf for permission?
Because I don't have a choice if I want to find the truth.
Alright, permission granted. But you're not to touch a single thing. Got it?
Don't be a prawn. All that's important to me, that's the truth brought to light. Doesn't matter who or how it's done as long as it is.
Big.
Esk. Gia!
I'm here.
Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I will get the Gatewaters Group approval.
Who was that?
Now. Let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval.
Mr. Amalo?
Agent Lane, if you would please take a look at this.
This cheat.
It's the deed to the haunted house.
The deed?
Spread it out. Cut loud.
Gatewater lands intercom Herbally, the Kwani is probably known as the haunted house. To Mr. Amado for the lump sum of 1 million paid in full in cash.
What?
Oh, as you can see, I am now the legal owner of the haunted house.
Are you kidding?
Did you?
I ran into the owner of the park earlier, and we made the deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
That $1 million you paid, don't tell me it was...
Oh, that's right. This disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it?
Temporarily, yeah.
I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now.
You used the ransom money?
My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on.
Disgust. You disgust.
Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course.
Ah!
While we were busy listening to Lan's story, Miss Amala was out there emptying us.
Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion.
A dick.
Ancient Lane, I want you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I really lose my temper.
Mr. Dallas has something deck stacked up in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, it will be lost forever. What? More continued and we already went an hour extra. Okay, sadly I have to call it quits here, guys. If you like the content so far, feel free to leave a follow, subscribe, and comment below what you prefer of choice. Our social medias will be told by one of us. Go ahead.
Well, mine is YouTube is Just Parodies Man, Twitch is Just Parodies Minor, and DeviantArt is Dr. Chester the First. Sierra?
All of us, Justin. All of us.
Well, okay, I thought you were going to do yours. Sorry. It's been a while. It's been a while. Alright, so Sierra, yours was Sierra the Hedgehog for YouTube?
Nope. That's
No?
Princess Sierra.
That's Princess Sierra for YouTube. Alright, but Sierra the Hedgehog for DeviantArt?
Yeah.
Right. And you don't have a Twitch, do you?
No, I don't.
No. Okay, and of course, for you, Danny, Megman Dragonoid on YouTube, and on DeviantArt, and on Twitch as well?
All of them are the same. Well, actually, YouTube is a tab a little different, but I use still the same handle name.
Yeah.
It's just, it's Mega Dragonoid Gaming. That's the only slight change. But it all still stays the same fact. If you use the same name in the search bar, you will automatically get my name.
But this was really fun, wasn't it?
Sure was. So, we wish you all a good day, a good week, and see you around next week, everybody. Peace!
It was a long
Peace.
story.
Sure was. See you around. Peace!
Peace.
Huh?